So Texas is definitely one of the most exciting markets for Italian wine today. I've lived in Texas. I'm not a native Texan, I'm an adoptive Texan. I've lived in Texas over the last 8 years, and I have watched the Italian wine market explode here. I think that a lot of that is due to the changing demographic of Texas in general, but in particular of Houston and Austin. Both Houston and Austin are the fastest growing cities in the United States. And Houston is about to become, either next year or in the next couple of years, the third largest city in America. So you have a lot of people moving here. You have a lot of people moving here from other parts of the country. And I think that coincides with, that's led to an ever expanding restaurant scene and ever expanding wine scene. Over the last 8 years that I've lived here, I have seen such growth in the interest in Italian wines. Partly because I think the wines appeal. I think this is the moment for Italian wines in the United States. I think the renaissance of Italian wines has really adolesced, and now we're really hitting the peak of interest in Italian wines so far. Texans very much reflect that in their tastes. And I think the wines, in terms of their value, the price-quality ratio, they really appeal to the new Texan. And we're seeing people move away from the California model and to the Italian model. So it's a great time. I moved here because I fell in love with a Texan, but I moved here at just the right time to be working in Italian wine. Actually, the seminar that David Lynch and I led was devoted expressly to Italian white wine as a growing category. There's a number of reasons why I think Americans don't know yet about Italian white wines, but I think that I personally believe that Italian white wines it's inevitable that they become the next big thing. For example, we poured a flight that included Friulian white, South Tyrol white, and the most exciting category for me personally, Campagna white. And it was so great to see the response from people who have never tasted a Greco di Tufo, have never tasted a Falanghina, have no idea what a Friulano is. And the response to the wines was fantastic. I think that reflects a growing interest. America is still growing up as a wine nation, and we're moving away from that model of big red wine. We're looking for, rosé wine is opening up as a category in the United States, and that was one of the focus of our event this year was white wines from Italy. And the response to it, I think, is an indication of how white wines will just continue to grow as a category here.